single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
हेलो गाइस, आज मैं आप लोगों के लिए 12 ट्रेंडिंग वर्ड्स लेके आया हूँ जो आप लोग अपने डेली कन्वर्सेशन में यूज़ कर सकते हैं. सो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू दिस लेसन. In this video, I come across some really popular words and words most used in daily life. These words are used on social media like Instagram, Twitter and so many other platforms. So if you don't know what they are, watch the video till the end because I am going to share them with you. So our first word is impeach. And it's really no surprise that this word is really popular. What does it mean to impeach? It simply means that you are changing someone with a crime or misdemeanor. It could be any serious crime or abusive power that puts the nation at risk. However, there are some people who don't really understand this word. They think that impeaching someone means removing that person from power. Well, that's not completely true because impeach means to change someone with a crime, whether the person is removed from power or not. Totally depends on whether you can prove if he or she is really guilty. So, in a sentence, you could say you need to have a strong case to impeach someone. Okay, and in Hindi we can say किसी को दोषी ठहराना. Okay, our next words. Now this words is more of a slang and has quite a few different meanings. So there are three different ways that you can use it. It could mean something legal. For example, are these insurance papers legitimate? Are they illegal? Or you could also use it to say that something is really good. So you could eat something and you could say, these cookies they are totally legit, or you could sometimes use it as a replacement of the words very. So instead of saying very nice, you can say legit nice or legit awesome. For example, I could say that guy over there is legit awesome, meaning that he is very awesome. So there are three different meanings for the words legit. Our next word is stereotyping. Now this word means that you are viewing people or things from a mistaken idea or a mistaken belief that may be partially true but not true in all cases. For example, the common stereotype is that Asians are better at studies. I mean, I am a nation, but I am not good at math. And most people believe that African Americans are better at least. Well, those views are or beliefs are very really not true. They are only true maybe for a small section of people from this community. So it's best not to stereotype or just based on your limited belief. In a sentence, you could say, when you stereotype people based on their ethnicity, it shows that you are a very narrow minded person. So don't stereotype, okay? The other words now used a lot because it is believed that even today there is a huge inequality between men and women. So this word misogyny means that you have a deep rooted and ingrained prejudice against women. In other words, there is this underlying belief that women are still the weaker sex. You could also say that women are stereotyped as being the weaker of the two genders. Now, the difference between the two words we learn stereotype and misogyny is that stereotype is used for all kinds of people, but misogyny is related mainly to women in India. You know, the interesting thing is that our movies actually show a lot of misogyny because women actors are not, they are not given the lead roles. They are only used for eye candy, meet for little singing dance. So in a sentence you could say a pay gap in the workforce between men and women could be a sign of misogyny, and it can be a certain sign of misogyny. So our next word is slapstick, and in Hindi it means tamasha. Slapstick word is used to talk about comedy that is based on deliberately clumsy actions and humorously embracing event. So in a movie when you see a clown that slips on a peel of banana, or if someone's pant fall off while talking, that's very direct humor that will generate huge amounts of laughter. In a sentence, I would say something like, I don't watch movies with slapstick humors. I just don't find them very funny. So that's the word slapstick for you. Okay, guys. Our next word, now there are many people who just love themselves, right? I mean, they love themselves. Now, that is not really a problem, but it can be a problem when you feel that the world revolves all around you. So, a person who loves himself in a very selfish way without thinking of others, he is a narcissist. Now, today's social media culture is all about looking good, feeling good, and doing things to make yourself happy, and frankly it can give rise to a certain narcissist culture. Actually, if this problem goes on too far, it can also become a psychological issue, because as a narcissist you could be manipulative and you could be non-productive and a whole lots of bad things. So in a sentence I could say, I wonder if people obsessed with selfish are narcissist. Okay, then our next word is minimalist. Now, this word refers to people who believe that less and more as far as things are concerned. So, these people believe in having a very enriched life based on experiences and based on the philosophy that they don't need to have a lots of worldly possessions in order to feel good. Now, I believe I am a minimalist. I might not really want to buy the latest gadgets or go buying branded outfits, but I might invest more time and money in traveling or just spending time pursuing my hobbies. Little things like that. So, in a sentence, you could say that the minimalist lifestyle is more fulfilling and is definitely less of a burden. So that's minimalist for you, okay? Now there are some people who don't say things directly, but they may make an expression that might hurt you in an indirect manner. Of course, so a remark or an expression made while talking to hurt someone with the intent to hurt someone but not expressed directly is an innuendo. For example, if I want to say that John is secretly having an affair with Mary, I would not say it directly, but I might hurt John by saying, "Oh, well, John, you seem to be spending a lot of time at Mary's place, right?" Now, that is an innuendo, so try not to use too many innuendo because it may offend people. So let's see next. If you want to talk, just talk directly. Alright, this phrase, which is hissy fit, is a phrase that refers to angry outburst or a temper tantrum. Now, when using it, you will say that someone threw a hissy fit. You will use the word throw or threw in that expression. Now, when through a hissy fit, well, it means that you get angry or you get upset all of a sudden. Now, this can be normal because we all get angry sometimes, right? But it's best if you don't throw a hissy fit too often. So, in a sentence, I could say that When the actor was questioned about his private life, he threw a hissy fit, meaning he just started yelling or probably started cursing at the person who asked him the question. Okay. So, okay, then the next word, thug. Now a thug is a person who is a criminal or a person who is a part of a gang or criminals, but people now use it as a slang. It is slang to say that someone is really a very sharp and direct person who can insult people with their comments. So, in a sentence, you could say, "Don't mess with John, he is a real thug," which means that he will tell you things like it is. So, in other words, if this boy John is upset, he might give you a piece of his mind and he might be really bad and insulting. He does that. Okay, so I guess it's a kind of being, it's a kind of stylish too to be a thug these days, but I personally I believe that it is best to be polite and nice. Okay, so don't be a thug. The next word is cyberbullying. Bullying by itself means that you are harassing someone, but cyberbullying means that you are having someone over the internet. And now cyberbullying happens in many ways. It is sometimes done when you message mean messages. If you kind of send mean messages to someone on direct instant messages, or you could sometimes hack someone's social media accounts to harass them, or you could threaten to reveal someone's personal life online platforms. It does happen a lot among the youth. I believe that we should really be careful about the cyberbullying. So, in a sentence, you could say that cyberbullying is something that people need to fight every day. Okay, not very good, but we have to fight it every day. Alright, flight shame. Now, this word means that reluctance means that you have a reluctance to fly by air, by plane, because you are worried that it might release a lot of pollution which are not good for the environment. Now, how many of you know the climate activist Greta Thunberg? She is the 16-year-old who started her speech at the United Nations in America with the scaling. So she is someone who has flight shame because she prefers taking the more environmental friendly way of transportation. So the truth is that she actually traveled from Sweden, her home country, to the US by a yacht manned by 30 men. Well, she definitely takes climate problems very seriously, right? In a sentence, you could say people concerned about the environment are now changing their travel habits because of flight shame. So, our last word is carbon footprint. Now, what is the footprint? A footprint means that there is a trace of something or someone being there, right? I mean, if you come to my house and I saw your footprints, it could means that you were there at my house. So, what is a carbon footprint? It is a trace of carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere because of the pollutions caused by the people, right? So, this pollution can be traced back to us because we are the ones who caused it, right? So, we should try and keep down the pollution. So, in a sentence, you could say, I think it's best that we don't cause pollution and ensure that we don't leave a carbon footprint. So, that's all about the trending words. Guys, I'm sure that you will use it every day in your daily conversation. And I will be back with some more lesson. Take care.